All right, people. I think we are on. Let me make sure all the preferences are right. Make sure all the shit is right. Okay, the shit is right. All right, what's going on, people? What's poppin'? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, today we're going to be talking about how to master your conversation skills. Trav, what's good, bro? Looney Tunes was popping. So, real quick before we get into all that other stuff, make sure you go to MrLocario.com, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the ebook or the hard copy. Okay, we got some more hard copies for you guys. I will mail these out to you, autographed. So make sure you go to MrLocario.com or click the link below to get your copy. You feel me? BT Platinum 23 was good. Ojani was good. Jerry was good. Harris George was good, yo. Demorin Saucy was popping. So today we're going to be talking about how to master your conversation skills with women, right? Because that's the thing that for a lot of guys is hard to do. You feel what I'm saying? Also too, I wanted to say real quick, what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start doing these 30-minute coaching sessions for you guys. So, individual coaching sessions, all right? So what that means is I'm going to start a thing where you guys can sign up to get coached for 30 seconds. And basically it's a question and answer thing. So you come with your questions and you can, you get your questions ready. And then we set up a time where it's going to be me and you on the phone and everything like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to record it and it's going to be for you only. So you get a recording of the session for yourself so you can use it and listen to it back and everything. So it'll be your thing. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to be doing a few of those things. So if you're a Bad Boy member, right, it's going to be cheaper than if you're not a Bad Boy member. So if you're not a Bad Boy member, it's going to be $197. If you are a Bad Boy member, it's $125. Okay? So, well, I got to put this goddamn fan on a little bit because it's hot as shit today. So you guys might hear the fan blowing just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because I'm just like, goddamn, I'm about to die up in this piece. But anyway. So what's good, people? What is good? Who we got up in here? Johnny B. Gold, staying ready. What's up? Jimmy McLeod, what's going on? So I wanted to do something real quick about, how to basically step up your conversation skills and also, master talking to chicks and making that shit happen, right? And now I have a program. I have 2 programs actually on the Bad Boy membership. One is called How to Improve Your Conversation Skills, and also it's called How to Attract Women Using Your Conversation Skills. And also we got, you said $197 is too much. You said $50 for 10 minutes. Y'all sound like, what was that movie with Chris Rock? He was like, let me get one wing for a penny or some shit. Nah, we gonna do this real. We're gonna do this real crazy. See, the thing is this: you get all your questions answered, and you get to keep the recording. You understand? So that recording is all you. You can keep that, listen back to it, and all that other good stuff, right? But today I wanted to talk about mastering your conversation skills, right? Let me put out the number. The number is 646-481-3901. All right. So the first thing that I wanted to tell you guys when it comes to, improving your conversation skills and mastering that shit, right, is that you got to understand that a lot of it first comes from you being comfortable talking to women. All right? Just comfortable talking to women about anything. Just having conversations with women who are strangers, women you don't know, women you see on the street, women you meet at a party, women you meet at a bar. Just having conversations. All right? Cash, what's going on? What's going on, dude? Right? Just having conversations. Forget trying to get her number. Forget trying to fuck her. Just having a conversation, right? Because once you get into the mode of just being cool with having conversations with chicks, then it's going to be easier for you to have those conversations. See, the thing is, the reason why a lot of guys have issues or have problems when it comes to interacting with women and conversing is because you're worried or thinking about getting her number. You're worried or thinking about if she's going to reject you. You're thinking about everything else besides what you're doing in the moment, which is having the conversation, right? And when you step up your game, what happens is that you want to have conversations because you want to sort of see where this girl is at. You want to see what she's about. You want to see what she is thinking about, what's her what's her ideas about certain things. You want to see if she sort of fits into what you like or what you're about, what you're looking for dealing with a chick. And see, this even goes for if you're trying to smash a girl. Like, you could be just trying to hit it, but you still got to see what type of girl you're dealing with. Because you don't want to get in a situation where you fucking with a chick who seems like she is fucking crazy and is going to bring drama to your life because you just hitting it. That could bring drama to your situation just by hitting it that night. But you didn't look for the signs. You were sort of ignoring it, or you didn't have that conversation to really see what was going on with her. So a lot of times you guys need to be, just cool with having conversations just in general with women. You understand? And the thing is, too, always say it's like anything else. Like, if you're having a conversation with your best friend or another, some other guy, or, you're having a conversation with, your mom or some shit, your brother, your sister, right? When you're having conversations with women, just regular small talk or whatever, it should be basically that same type of vibe. Like, you're not scared, you're not like, nervous to talk to your sister or your brother, right? You understand? You just talk to them like whatever. You're cool, calm, and collected, and you're talking to them. See, but the thing is, with a lot of guys out there, what happens is that as soon as they get to a girl, now it's a fucking issue. Now you put that chick on a pedestal. Now it's like, I can't do it because she's a girl and she's hot and I want to get with her and I'm scared and all this other stuff. That's where all the anxiety come in. The anxiety comes in because you feel that way. Trav Harmon, you say you met this chick a couple weeks ago. Physically, she's not your type, but intellectually, she's sexy as fuck. I mean, what about her is not your type? Harrison George, you said find common ground with a chick and build off of that. You say you do it all the time and don't have hitting it in your head so you can relax with a soft penis. No, for real, that's the thing. See, if you are just chill and relaxed, right, while you're talking to a girl, a lot of times that's the thing that makes the chick want to get at you because you're so laid back. Especially if a chick is really hot, you understand? If you're just really laid back, you're chilling, you're talking, you're having a conversation, you're asking her questions, you're evaluating her, that's what's going to make her want to fuck with you. Trav Harmon, you said the chick, she was a little heavy. Come on, fat chicks need love too, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it in, man, bro. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. Most dudes bang fat chicks, so it's you can be that guy. I've already paid my dues with a lot of fat chicks. I've banged a few fat girls, but see, the fat girls I bang most of the time is like, they're like fat, but they have like a good shape to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not obese or anything. Like, it's one of those type of chicks. But yeah, I don't, it's a little side note. But anyway. But yeah, when it comes to having the conversations with these chicks, first you got to be comfortable talking to them. Like, I did a video about this other day because this guy, he was telling me, hold on one second. Give me 1 second. So I figure, cool. I'll text you back around 5:30. live on my show. Okay. What's poppin'? Who's this? What's going on?
Hey, what's up, Locario? It's Tyrone from Minnesota.
Tyrone from Minnesota. What's going on with you?
Man, I'm at work right now. My little 30-minute break. Yeah. I had a couple of questions. I was want to know your insights on this. All right. So last week I was at the bar, and I was hitting up this chick, and I had gave her my number.
Right.
But she was with her friends, but I had called her when she was by herself, and I just quickly gave her my number and shit. So she was like, she did a little gesture like saying, and then I was like, okay. So she had laughed a little bit, and I had walked off, kept it moving. Her and some other females. So tell me why, right? I went to the table just to chill out, and she came back in. She came back over with her friends, and then her and her friends came over just stand by me. So I'm like, okay, why she's trying to front and shit. So her and her friends were just sitting by me. I guess she probably wanted to just, unless she told her friends to come over there with me.
Right.
So she wasn't saying nothing. I was just chilling. I was waiting for her to make some move and whatnot, but she was just being a little bit too cool. I guess she wanted to, just from the front in front of her friends. So I didn't say shit to her because I already gave her my number.
Right.
And I'm like, all right. So I just kept it. I just moved around because she wasn't making no moves or nothing. So I just decided to post up on the wall, and I was seeing if she was going to follow me, and all she was doing was just looking a bit over where I was at. But she didn't do anything because I've already did my thing. But my whole thing is like, what's your take on that? What are your thoughts on that? Like, I mean, females these days are being a little bit too passive.
Well, that's the thing is too. You gotta understand, like women, they are a lot of times right about the group they're in, meaning like they care about what other people think about them. And this is everybody. They care about their girlfriends, what their girlfriends think. They care about what you think. They care about what their mama think. They care about what everybody in their life thinks about them. So this causes women to sometimes act in a certain way where, you're thinking, damn, like, why is she acting all funny? Or why is she, she seems like she's interested, then she's acting weird or whatever, because they're caught in two different, situations at once. So the girl you're talking to or whatever, the girl you was talking to, since she's around her friends, you're not going to get an accurate assessment of how she really is around her friends. You understand? Because she's constantly going back and forth between how she, her being interested in you, but also her trying to not show that in front of her friends, because they, one of her friends might be a cock blocker, one of her friends might be, on some dumb shit. So she's gonna act sort of weird. So a lot of times you can't, when you are dealing with a girl and she's around her friends or even just around other people, you have to notice or take notice that a lot of the stuff she's doing, you can't really like take it personally, or you can't really take it for the true thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I already knew that was all bullshit because I'm like, all right, she's right here by me. She was standing right next to me at the table with her and her friends. She intentionally came over there too. I guess she was seeing if I was going to ask her if she wanted a drink, or she thought I was going to holler at some more. But I didn't have time for that. I didn't have time for the BS.
Right.
So I just put the ball in her court because I already gave her my number. I'm like, all right, what you going to do? What's up?
Right.
So once nothing had happened from there, since she was put on the furniture, I just decided to keep it moving. So I figured like, okay, she got my number, so it's at the end of the day, it's all on her.
Right.
That's how I left it.
Right. And the thing is, if she's into you, she gonna call you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And one more thing, I was at Walmart last week or something like that, and I had hit up this chick.
Right.
She was a white chick, so she was like some manager or some shit. And I was like, I had to hurry up and quickly pull her to her side. I was like, hey, how's it going? What's your name? And she was like, listen, da-da-da. So I was like, hey, listen, I think you're attractive. Here's my number.
Right. So
she was like saying, I don't take numbers. I don't give my numbers out. Sorry. I was like, okay, it's all good. I think that was bullshit because, like you was saying earlier, I guess it just all depends on who she's attracted to. Or
of course,
it just all depends. Like, does she say that same shit to every guy that approaches her?
Right. You got,
But no, it was all good. I ain't take it personally. I just thought it was bullshit.
right. Well, and that's the thing. And that's the thing, though. And that's the thing I'm saying. For a lot of you guys out there, most guys have heard that type of shit. Oh, I don't give my number out to people. I don't give my number out to strangers. I don't know you like that. Blah 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 blah. All of that is just deflection from a woman being able to, say she's not interested, because she doesn't want to just say, hey, I'm not interested. Like, if you get some real chicks will be like, no, I'm not really that interested, blah blah blah. They'll let you know. But most girls, since they don't want to, they don't want the confrontation, or they feel like it's going to be confrontation, because unfortunately you got a lot of dudes out here who are simps, who, they'll be. This is why sometimes girls will just say they got a boyfriend even though they don't, because they don't want to have to deal with telling a guy they're not interested, and the guy be like, yo, what the fuck, yo, blah 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 blah, and you ain't shit anyway, bitch, fuck you, blah blah blah. They don't want to have to deal with that. So, but a lot of times when a chick is saying anything besides actually, complying with what you're saying, she's just not interested. You feel what I'm saying? Because if she's interested, she'd be like, yeah, hell yeah, here's my number, let me get your number, blah 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 blah. It would be so simple. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's the same thing. Yep, that was the same thing with this female at at Walmart again. She supposedly was married.
Right.
And I was like, okay, where's the ring at? And then she went off on some little thing she talk about that she believes in, some bullshit. I was like, all right, you have a good day.
Right.
So yeah, it's crazy. But
yeah, so a lot of them will say a whole bunch of bullshit just to try to deflect, so they don't have to just say no. Like, it's hard for them to just say, nah, I'm not interested, or no. You know what I mean? So they come up with a whole bunch of other extra crazy shit, which is nonsense. You see what I mean? Because she's saying, the first girl, she's saying, oh, I don't give my number out, I don't take people's numbers. That's nonsense. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's ridiculous. So, don't even pay that shit no mind. That's that straight bullshit, nonsense, garbage that these chicks be out here doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is funny to me too when I hear a girl say shit like that. That's why a lot of times when I'm talking to a girl, sometimes, like, because there's certain times where you need to speed it up because you don't have enough time to really talk to a chick. You know what I mean? Then you got the times where you have time to really talk to them. This is why I always be questioning them, because it's like, I want to get as much information out of a chick as possible. And also, I want to create a dynamic where she's trying to sell herself to me. You feel what I'm saying? Because sometimes that changes the whole situation. Because the thing that you guys got to understand is that there's a perception of, there's a way a woman perceives you strictly based off of, how you are presenting yourself in the moment. So if I'm talking to a girl and I'm asking her questions and I'm questioning her, and I'm not trying to kiss her ass and be all up on her like that, then what it shows is that, okay, this guy, he's a little bit more picky. He's a little bit more, he's trying to really get to know me, blah, blah, blah. So then therefore what happens is now she's trying to, prove herself to you, even if she don't like you at first that much. Just the fact that you're doing that, just the fact that she might think you might not like her, she wants to prove herself to get you to like her just so she can be liked. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then so through that, she ends up liking you a lot of times through that interaction. But if you're in a situation like you were saying before, where you just, you see a girl, you approach her real quick, say, yo, miss, look, you're going real direct, like, yo, you're really attractive, blah, 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 blah. What's good? You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes, you can't help but do it that quick because you don't have enough time. You're trying to really make something happen. But what I do a lot of times too in those situations too is that, and this is what you guys can do, is when you're going direct a lot of times and you're letting a girl know you're interested in her, you're attracted to her, whatever, what you can do sometimes is, instead of making it about her, make it about both of you. So for example, instead of saying, yo, miss, how you doing? You're looking really, I'm really attracted to you. You're really cute. Let's get together, blah, blah, blah. Instead of saying that, you walk up to a woman and say, look, hey, what's up? How you doing? You're really attractive, and I could tell that you're attracted to me too. So since we're both attracted to each other, how about we get together and get a coffee? You see what I'm saying? So it changes the dynamic from me just trying to get with you, but me saying, look, let's make this happen for us because we know that you know what I mean? Even if it's not true, like, it's just, you're just saying it, but you're creating that situation. So it comes from just being about her to being about both of you, so that it's a little bit more where she doesn't come across as perceiving you as a guy who's sweating her. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the unfortunate part about being super direct sometimes, is that sometimes being super direct with a girl will gas her head up so much that she doesn't even, and this also goes with like the tone that you say it in and how you come across or whatever, but she can mistake your directness for you being just some thirsty dude. You understand what I'm saying? Which is unfortunate. Right. So but you can still do shit direct and let her know blah 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 here and there. But some women, they can interpret that as you just some other guy, and now she's taking the compliment and just like feeling all excited that you're hollering at her, and now she turns into an attention whore. You understand? So she's not really trying to get with you; she's just turned into an attention whore. So when you make it about you and her, you understand what I'm saying? Then it's a little bit more, not giving her all of those props. You understand what I'm saying? Just off the jump. You see what I mean? And then that even within itself gives her another perception of you. You see what I mean? So it's like, okay, well, he's not just some dude trying to sweat me, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. Also, there's other little things you can do too. You guys can take this too. Like sometimes if you're talking to a girl, and these are conversation things you can do to throw them off sometimes, because what happens is a lot of women go through a situation where they talk to a lot of guys, a lot of guys talk to a lot of women, right? So they approach the women, and women are so used to guys approaching them. So what happens is that women are always used to a certain type of conversation they have with a guy. So when you're a guy who can sort of throw her off, you understand, meaning that you're coming with something totally different, then just off of that, you're automatically different in her eyes, and now she's like, oh shit, I might have to reconsider this dude. You understand? Because you're coming at them with something different. You understand? So for example, let's say that whole example where I'm like, you go up to the girl, blah blah blah, yeah, you're looking really good, miss, and I can tell you think I'm gorgeous also. So I think us two, really cool people should get together and make something happen. Now she might say, oh, I don't know, I don't give my number out to strangers, or and I don't take people's numbers and all of that, and you'd be like, all right, that's cool, I understand that you're not used to a really fly guy talking to you, but if you want to go back to the regular dudes, that's cool, it's nice meeting you. You understand? And then so just off of that, like that, and this is just little jabs to throw her off. You understand? And then so what you're doing is that throughout the whole interaction, you're different than those other guys, and I've done this plenty of times with certain chicks, and what happens is that thing throwing them off makes them, it sort of shifts their perspective, and then that makes them want to sort of continue. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you ever talk to a girl, you try to talk to a girl, and she says something, and then it totally throws you off, and you're like speechless, like, oh shit, like what do I say next type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of feeling the woman has too when you throw her off with being different. You understand what I'm saying? She's like, oh shit, like, who is this guy? Like, what is going on? You understand? Because she's not used to that. It's the same way where if you're on an online dating site, a woman might get a whole bunch of guys that says, hey girl, what's up sexy, hi, how you doing, blah blah blah, the regular shit. Oh, yeah. Then when a guy writes something totally different, it catches her attention. Yep. You see what I mean?
That's exactly what I did yesterday. I was doing with this female, and I told her, like, okay, like, do you know how to make oxtail soup, because she thought she can cook and all that shit. So I wasn't even focused on her looks, although her looks was, it was nice and all that, but I ain't have time, I ain't need to do all that. I was just like, hey, so do you know how to cook this, do you know how to do that, da, da, da. And I told her, educate me, because she thought she was looking for a well-educated man. So I was like, okay, educate me.
Right.
So, she ain't hit me back yet, though.
Right. But nah, it's good, though. You got it. I'm telling you, the more, and this is what I wanted to talk about today, is that the more you have conversations with women, the more you talk with women, one, what's going to happen is your conversation skills are going to be, it's going to get better. Two, what happens is, and this is what I tell dudes all the time, and this is why I tell you guys you got to talk to women, is because you're going to run into a lot of similar conversation threads. You understand? And what I mean by that is you're going to run into a lot of different phrases and things that women will say all the time. So you're going to hear, I got a boyfriend, I don't give out my number to strangers. or a chick might even test you and be like, you know, she'll say maybe. You're like, oh, you know, let me get your number, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, what do you do after that? You feel what I'm saying? Maybe I'll give you my number. I don't know. You see what I mean? So there's certain things you're gonna hear a lot. So once you know that you hear those things a lot in a lot of different situations, then you already have things to come back at them. You understand what I'm saying? So you have things to come back at, knowing that you're probably going to run into these type of conversation threads. You see what I mean? But you only know that through talking to different women. You see what I'm saying? Because then you start to see patterns. And then those patterns give you the shit to, you know, to know what to say back and forth. You feel what I mean?
Yep.
Definitely, man.
All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and head back to work, man. Keep doing your thing, man.
Definitely,
man. Miles be on fire, man.
Yeah. My dude Miles, he be going in, man. He be going in. And we actually working on some other stuff. We coming out with we got the Bad Boy show. We're coming out with the Bad Boy book. Okay, so it's gonna be tight. So we gonna make that happen. But yeah, definitely I'll keep y'all posted on that. All right.
All right, man. You take care, man.
Take care. Peace. Yeah, man. What's going on in the chat room, people? Okay. What's going on? Y'all talking about TFL? What's that? True force loneliness? Is that what the thing is? Is that what you guys still talking about? I'm not saying anything about those dudes. Those dudes scare the shit out of me. Okay? I am scared of those motherfuckers. But anyway, yeah, you know, when you guys out there, you know, having conversations with chicks, man, you know, a lot of it comes through with practice and, you know, really like getting out there, because you get better as you are doing what you do. Right now, what I wanted to say real quick, and I gotta say this, you know, before I take another call, because I know probably somebody's gonna call up soon, but I knew it. I was like, another dude's gonna call up. Let me take this real quick and I'm gonna get into it. Yo, who's this? What's poppin'? Hello.
Hello.
What up? Who's this? Yo.
This is Looney Tunes.
What's going on, bro? What's going on?
Not much, man.
So?
But today I'm gonna try to stay on topic with the situation. You see.
Right. Okay. So what's good? What's good with you?
Your day.
I said, what's good with you? Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me think. I was gonna say something, but I just fucking forgot.
Oh my god, dude! I'm making you 5 seconds. Go ahead.
Hey, I'm 18. I always forget shit.
Go ahead.
Fucking this chick I know. What was I gonna say? What she did? I went to her house. Like, she invited me over. Like, this don't make no sense to me. But this is related to talking to women and all that. But I went to her house.
Right.
And she invited me over to play some video games and all that. I just came as a friend. Like, she invited me over, and then like she tried to like fucking get fresh with me, whatever. And I didn't like her like that. And then I left. And I texted her the other day, and how she was doing and all this. She was okay, whatever.
Hold on, dude. Your phone. Listen. Looney Tunes. Your phone is going in and out, so I'm not really hearing you. But so this is what I want you to do. You got to gather your thoughts together, right? And I want you to call back in like a half an hour with a better phone, and we're gonna get to this topic, okay? Because I really want to see, and this is a perfect example when I talk about conversation. You see how you called up and you were like, I don't know, I'm not sure. You got to be so on point when you're talking to these chicks, bro. You understand what I'm saying?
Who's that?
That's all. So I want you to really understand it. You got to be quick. You feel what I'm saying? So
it's really hard for you to do that.
But see, that's why you got to practice, bro. That's why you got to practice. And I'm gonna talk about that in a second. So listen. I'm gonna let you go. I want you to call back at like 4, and then I want you to, when you call back, I want you to tell me what's going on in less than a minute, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. All right.
All right. Challenge accepted.
All right. Cool. All right. Go ahead. Now for real, you guys. I'm telling you, you guys are getting to that point, bro. You gotta be like, boom, boom, boom. This is what it is, because there's gonna be times you see a bad chick walking down the street, and you gotta go in and do what you gotta do. You feel what I'm saying? Like real quick, right? But I said Looney Tunes is smoking that loud. Hilarious. This shit is funny. Oh, crazy. But this is what I wanted to say real quick. I'm gonna say it real quick before somebody else calls in, right? Is that because the other day this dude he was asking me, he was like, because he was saying that he's having a really hard time having conversations with women, right? And he was saying, I don't know what to say. I run out of things to talk about and all this other stuff, right? I'm going to get to your calls in a second. So what I was telling him is this. And you gotta understand this aspect of the game, right? What's going to happen is that as you get better talking to women and as you practice talking and interacting and being social, right? You are going to get to a point where your mouthpiece, like the shit you talking and the stuff you're saying, is going to flow so easily and so smooth strictly because you're in the moment of the situation, right? So what happens is that all the stuff that I'm teaching you, you learn it, and then as you learn it, you internalize it. And then now that it's internalized, what happens is that when you're in the moment, it flows freely. So what I mean by this is, like, let's say for example, okay, like right now, when you guys call in and you ask questions, right? I don't know what you're gonna ask me. You see what I'm saying? But when you ask the question, I come with the answer like that, right? Now, it's not any answers are pre-planned. It's not any answers that or something that I had on my sheets or whatever. Nah, I'm just flowing. And so what happens is as I'm flowing, certain things start to pop out and pop up to where even I sometimes will surprise myself with what I'm saying because I didn't even know I was going to say it, but it comes out because I'm so used to having conversations. You see what I mean? So what happens is that the moment takes over and it gives you all the energy you need to really make something happen in the situation. So what happens is that as you're in the moment with the chick, what goes on is that your verbal skills will surprise you with what you come up with and what you say. You understand? Because earlier I was saying stuff like, if a girl, says something like, oh, I don't like give out my number or whatever. And I would say something like, oh, I understand because you're not used to dealing with guys as fly as me. So it's cool. You know what I mean? But, I think you should try. Like, I remember the first time I said that was not planned. It came out like automatic. And I was like, oh shit. And when I said it, the girl just looked at me like, and she just started laughing and shit. You understand? So I took that and I just kept using it. But when I first did it, it came out just like that. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that as you build your skills, what's going to happen is that you're going to start to realize that when you're talking and you're interacting, it's going to flow naturally. The more that you practice, the more that it's going to become natural as a result of all the practice. Do you understand what I'm saying? So a lot of times the reason why it doesn't flow as natural as you want, or you're not really getting things going, is because you're not putting in enough practice for it to become like sort of a habit, to become a reflex. You understand what I'm saying? Once the shit is a reflex, it's something you can do without even really thinking about it, because you're conditioning your mental to be able to, pull that out of you. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like I use this, who keeps calling me right now? Like, I use this as sort of like an analogy where when you're typing, like and I talked about this in my DVD, How to Pick Up and Date Multiple Women, and I spoke a little bit about this, where when you're typing, usually you have to look at the keys. So you're looking down, you're looking at the keys or whatever, right? So I use this program called Mavis Beacon. I don't know if any of you guys heard that. You understand? So, or heard about this. This program called Mavis Beacon, and it teaches you how to type. So it teaches you where to put your fingers on the keyboard and to where to put, to type without having to look at the keyboard while you're typing, right? So now when I type maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 50, 60 words a minute. I don't know if that's fast, slow, whatever, but it's around that shit. You understand? And I don't have to look at the keyboard to type. Like, I can literally be having a conversation with you and type words as I'm having a conversation with you, and I can look this way and still type because I've already conditioned myself to know where my fingers are supposed to go and to be able to write complete sentences without having to look at the keyboard. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing I'm trying to tell you guys is that the more that you practice talking and interacting with women and having conversations, what's going to happen is you're going to get less thrown off. You're going to have more stuff to say. You understand? You're going to be able to know how to come back quickly. You understand? And then things are going to be a little bit more easier for you. You feel what I mean? So this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that the flow of the conversation is going to go smoother the more that you practice it and the more that it becomes, a thing that becomes a part of you. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that real quick. Hold on, we had a 909 call up. You can call back up and we can make that happen. All right, who we got up in here? Ratchet Kingdom, Gaddafi, Jesse, For Life Deep One, Josh Smith, Valiant Gent. What's going on? You said, what are some ways to kill your ego? Once I get over that, everything will be on point. Well, this is the thing. You don't even necessarily need to kill your ego. You just need to understand you have the ego. You understand? And understand the difference. So for those who don't, let me take it back, right? So what you got to understand is when your ego a lot of times is the thing that makes it hard for you to make something happen. But let me take this call. I'm gonna stay on that point. Remind me to stay on this when I finish this call. What's poppin'? Who's calling?
Yo, what up, Mr. Locario?
What up? Who's this?
You succeed. I'm talking to Mr. Locario.
Oh, what's going on, bro?
The guy who gets all the hoes.
He's the guy who gets all the hoes.
You know what I'm saying?
What's going on with you?
Fucking guy.
What's poppin' with you?
I'm just over here thinking about what you said about how there's there's yin and yang in life, and
right.
And there always has to be one side, and then there has to be another side.
Right.
And I really was thinking about this, and I thought about it. I was like, well, if you're gonna have guys like Mr. Locario, Steve the Dean Williams, guys who are just players, max, then you also have to have guys who are just total losers with women, for there to be a balance.
Right.
And I feel like these guys who are losers, some of them, there's just no chance. And I've realized that because why do you have guys who are like Ted Bundy, who, if you don't know who Ted Bundy was, he was a guy in the 70s who kidnapped a lot of women and raped them. You know what I mean? How do you have this? Why does this exist? Why does Mr. Locario exist? Why does Stephen Dean Williams exist? You know what I mean? Why does prostitution exist?
Right.
You know what I mean? The reality of the situation is that all these women, they're getting so much guys hollering at them that they're going to take the best pick, and that usually means, and I've talked to a girl, she told me this, she has all these guys sweating her, and she's talking to the guy who is in the Navy, and he's not sweating her, so he don't give a fuck about her, but she's dissing all these, she's like looking past all these other guys,
right?
And she's just focusing on the guy that's not even like that has other options,
right?
So women are, and this girl is a regular ass girl. So what that tells me is that if you're a guy and you're not getting women sweating you, like Mr. Locario has women sweating him, Stephen Dean Williams has women sweating him. If you don't have that, you're really, in the hole. And the thing of it is the point of I'm trying to say is that women are going for the top percent of men. And I've seen this, and I didn't know how to really articulate it, but I seen what was going on, and now it all makes sense. You know, I had a friend, growing up in the neighborhood, I knew some other guys too, and even now you have certain coworkers, and these guys are fucking with multiple bitches,
right?
And it's effortless to them,
right?
You know, it's just effortless. Whereas you got guys like me who, I'm doing all these things, I'm studying the game, and I'm just fishing for a girl to like give me any indication of interest, and this shit is not happening.
And see, this is the thing too, is that let's start from where you were talking about the yin and the yang, and you got certain guys who are getting shit popping and certain guys who aren't. Now, what you got to understand is that even though that's true, the reason what's going to happen is that it's always going to be like that. But what separates it, or what makes the difference, is choice. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like this guy is predestined to get chicks and this guy is predestined to be alone. No, that's what what those dudes, the TFL dudes think. Oh, I'm just, I was just meant to never have a girl. No, you chose to not have women. Do you understand? It's the same way where you're gonna have business owners and employees all the time. You can't have a business owner without employees. You can't have employees without the business owner. You feel what I'm saying? Or you can't have customers without the business. You can't have business without the customers. Whatever it is, there's always a yin and a yang. Now, everything still relies on choice. You feel what I'm saying? So you can choose to be an employee, or you can choose to be a business owner. It's your choice. You understand what I'm saying? See, I remember this one guy. He was telling me, he was like, "Yo, everybody can't be a boss, because if everybody's a boss, there's not going to be any workers." But see, that's the thing. Everybody's not going to choose to be a boss. You understand what I'm saying? And that's the reality of the situation. So it's not that these guys are losing out because they're predestined to not get girls. They're choosing not to get girls, and therefore they are those guys who aren't going to get the girls. The guys who do get the girls, they're choosing to try to get women. You see what I mean? So that's where the yin and the yang happens. So you have the guy who's trying to get girls, the guy who's not. And the guy who's trying to get girls makes it. The guy who's not doesn't. But it's not that they're predestined for that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, to your point where you're talking about how women are going to choose the best guy or the top guy, you're absolutely correct. And so this is why and if you notice, in your example, you said that the guy who the chick is sweating, he is not really sweating her. But all these other guys are sweating her. So what happens is you got to understand female psychology and how females work. Most women, the reason why they will sweat a guy because he is not paying attention to them or he's treating them like shit or whatever is because most of these women have low self-esteem, so they're looking for validation for that guy. Now, the guys who are sweating them, the girls, they're giving those girls the validation by sweating them. You feel what I'm saying? So she's always going to run to the guy who's not sweating them. That guy the guy in the army or whatever it is that's not sweating her, if this dude start calling her every day, if this dude start calling her every night, this dude start sweating her, she will drop him like a bad habit. You understand what I'm saying? Because usually what happens is that she's only sweating him because of that. Now what you got to understand is this too, is that, let's go back to the point of you saying the women choose the top guys. Now, if a woman has 100 guys trying to holler at her right now, right? And one of those guys are, more confident than the other 99. He has a better appearance, because notice I said appearance, not just looks, meaning it's not just him cute, but his appearance, meaning his clothes is on point, his teeth is brushed, his hair is combed, he smells good, he has a better appearance than other guys. You understand? He actually has a purpose, right? So again, we come back to choice, because that guy is choosing to do that while the other 99 guys are not. So whoever the best guy is usually the best guy by choice. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's choosing to be the best. Let's look at music. Let's look at the rap game or whoever. Someone like Drake. The reason why Drake is the best is because Drake chose to be the best, meaning he did whatever he had to do to remain on top. You understand? People always talk about, he's stealing people's flows, he's hopping on all the hot people stuff. And yeah, he's doing that, but he's choosing to do that so that he can remain number one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything that you're trying to do is a choice that you're making, and then that choice puts you in the certain category within the yin and the yang. So either you're gonna be this guy or you're gonna be that guy, but you're making a choice to be those guys. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in certain situations,
See,
go ahead. You know what I'm
here's the
saying?
thing, dog. Like, I'm sure you've dealt with women like this, and see, you're getting a. See, I respect you because you keep it real and you're coming from the heart. You have a good heart, but the reality is, you said that you have to have a mentality of abundance. Well, of course you're gonna have abundance when you're a guy who's getting ass thrown at you all in all directions. And when you're dealing with a girl, you know, and you hit it, you know, she's gonna go talk to her friend, and now her friend's gonna get at you. That's what a player. That's his life. So he's really not even putting in the work. It's just being thrown at him. Whereas you have to see on the other side of the coin, the yin and the yang. If you're not that player type of Mac Daddy, pimp, boss, OG guy, there's scarcity, because I've seen this, because this is where I'm at. This is the side of the coin I'm at. There's multiple guys like me, and we're all hollering at the same whack chick, you know, and we're all just trying to, like, you know, get her and shit, but shit is not going down. You know what I mean? Like, she's gonna just pick out of all these guys who are sweating her, she's just gonna pick the best one. You know, and usually it boils down to looks, or you know, that's usually the determining factor. But my point is this: like, there is scarcity. You know, you said there's abundance, but it's yin and yang. There's also scarcity, because I've seen guys cock blocking, and I've seen guys like fighting over chicks.
Right, but see, that's
the reality.
But see, that's the thing. See, that's the thing.
Not everybody has an abundance. Only if you're a player and, you know, you're just chilling and you got the women coming to you. But, you know, that's not the case with a lot of guys. They have to put in effort, and then when they're hollering at a girl, you know, the indication interest is not going to be that strong. She's not going to be feeling you, you know, because if you're a guy and you don't have women, you know, really feeling you, smiling, making strong eye contact, and then when they're going home and they're talking to their girlfriend, talking about, oh, this really cool guy, you know, if you're not that guy that she's talking about like that, you're really just going to have to resort to these avenues that are on the other side of the coin, which are simping, you know, prostitution, you know. See, this is wait, hold on. Let me stop you right there, because the worst end of that, bro. And I do not condone it, but I understand it now. It makes sense. Right? Is these motherfuckers raping people? You know, I understand it. It's not right. You know, you go to jail for that. You get, you know, you know, when you go to prison, your ass, you know, you get beat the fuck up for that. But I understand now why guys do that. But it is in no way, shape, or form right. But I'm just seeing, you know, as I get older, I'm seeing why guys do this. But see, this is let me tell you, and let me tell you what. Look at Bill Cosby. Let me tell you exactly what the issue is. I'm gonna tell you exactly what the issue is, right? See, what you're doing is that you're oversimplifying the situation, right? Because, and also what let me explain it to you, because let's start with the whole abundance thing, right? What you got to understand is that we're talking about having an abundant mindset, because the abundant mindset is the thing that brings the abundance. So, for example, let's get some real straight right now, right? 90% of the women that I get, I work for that shit. You understand? I don't get it just because I'm Mr. Locario. No, I work for that shit. You understand? So if you see me with a chick and we fucking around, I probably have to talk to 15 girls before I got to her. You understand what I'm saying? So what you have to understand is that a lot of the shit that, you know, even the people you think are, you know, getting it easy, it doesn't even work that way. Because a lot of times, you know, guys, they'll see a guy with a girl like, oh, he getting shit popping with her, blah, blah, blah. It's all perception. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yo, I had a picture of me on my Instagram the other day, right? This dude said, he saw the picture, and you know what he said to me? He said, yo, that chick is bad, yo, who the fuck is that? Where you find her at? I said, nigga, that's my sister, my dude. You feel what I'm saying? But in his perception, he's thinking, oh, this nigga Locario smashing mad bitches. You understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that you have a lot of things where you're seeing things and you're making up stories of what you're seeing, but you don't know the reality of it. You understand? There's times that guys are with girls, they get to the girl's house or they take the girl home with them, and they still don't get to fuck. You understand? There's a lot of shit that goes on with this stuff. Now, let's go back to the abundant mindset.
When we talk about abundance, what it means is that you have the mindset, meaning that you make it start from with you and you understand what's going on around you. So the abundant mindset basically means that if I go into a club, right, and there's 100 girls in there, right, and let's say I talk to all 100 of the girls, right, and all of them don't give me their number, right? See, a guy without the abundant mindset is gonna say, damn, none of these girls want me. I can't get girls, whatever. The guy with the abundant mindset, what he's going to do is he's going to say, okay, I didn't get no girls in here, but guess what? There's a million fucking women outside this club. You understand what I'm saying? That's the abundant mindset. You see what I mean? So when you have the abundant mindset, what you do is that you start to go after what you know you have access to. Because abundance is basically access. And when you have that mindset, you think about the access you can get. It's like somebody trying to build a business. A person who doesn't have the abundant mindset is going to say, damn, well, they said it's going to cost me this amount of money to get my business license or this amount of money to do this. Damn, well, I don't got it, so fuck it. You understand? The person with the abundant mindset is like, oh shit, there's all these programs that I can go to get some paper. There's this thing that I can do that can do this thing for me for free. So they're using their resources to make something happen. You see what I'm saying? Until it starts to happen. And then once it starts to happen, then more shit starts to happen. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you have to get in that mindset to where you even recognize there is abundance. See, what you're talking about is you keep talking about things and you're taking it down to there is nothing there. There's nothing we can do. There's no help. We're stranded. There's no way out of this. That's what you're talking about. You see what I mean? So there's always a difference in between two people who will want to have the abundance mindset, one won't. You feel what I'm saying? It's all about how they think about it. Like I said this on the Bad Boy show the other day. I was like, the story I heard about this guy, two shoe salesmen. They go to this country where nobody's wearing shoes. One of the salesmen is like, damn, I can't make no money. These motherfuckers don't wear shoes. The other salesman's like, yo, I'm gonna fucking make a whole bunch of money because none of these motherfuckers wear shoes. So I can sell them all these shoes. It's all about how you look at the shit. You feel what I'm saying? And so you're looking at things through the eyes of someone who is defeated. You see what I'm saying? And so that's the issue. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying that what you're saying isn't actually happening. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying how you're viewing what's happening is the issue. You see what I mean? And so how you're viewing it is dictating how you're going to respond to what's happening. So you're saying, damn, well, dudes got to get prostitutes. Dudes got to go out here and they out here doing all this crazy shit to try to get women. And the reason why they do that is because they don't have that abundant mindset.
I observe human behavior, dog.
Right.
I always, ever since I was a little kid, I always observed human behavior, and I always seen what these women respond to.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not that guy who has the walk, the talk, and you don't have that swag and you don't have that confidence deep within your heart and soul, they're just gonna look past you, man.
And as they should. As they should. Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so answer me this: what type of chick do you like physically? Tell me like how like a bad chick. Like, tell me a celebrity or something you like.
Shit, bro. Shit.
Who like?
I like thick girls. I like big booties.
Mm-hmm.
I like titties aren't that important, but I like titties, but big booties, like Kim Kardashian is bad.
Okay, so all right, so fine. Now, let's say there is a chick who is the opposite of Kim Kardashian. Let's say this chick is super sloppy. She smells like fish. She's like, she looks like Precious or some shit. That's what they're saying in the chat room. Now, would he then succeed, holler at that chick? Would you holler at somebody?
I mean, probably I would, because I feel like that would probably be easier, because I don't.
No. What I'm saying is, would you want to?
Nah, but I just feel like
okay.
Maybe I could.
No, but that's my point. This is exactly my point. You wouldn't want to, because that's not the type of chick you're attracted to. So why are you expecting women to want to holler at a dude or get with a dude who they're not attracted to? Now, let me say this, and this is why I want to explain to you how lucky you are to be a man. See, if a woman looks a certain way, she's just gonna have to deal with the fact that she just gonna have to get niggas that like the way she look. You understand? Even if she looking sloppy or whatever, she gonna have to get with dudes, whatever that's gonna do. You as a man, you have so many other things that women find attractive. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, it's not about you just being good looking or you looking like Brad Pitt or Idris Elba or whatever, right? You have so many other things that you can cultivate that make women attracted to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just like you just said it. You said, they only want the confident guys. They want the guys with the swag. So how about you get your confidence up and your swag up? You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of this shit has to do with you putting in the work.
I've gassed myself up to where I had that confidence. But
it's not gassing. It's not about gassing yourself up,
coming up to me, surprisingly, they were coming up because I was acting, I was fronting. But then once they started coming up to me, it was basically like they called my bluff, and then the cat went out the bag. I got insecure around them, and Jay said, all right, they realized, all right, this guy ain't shit, on to the next.
Right, but that again,
and
because you are not really confident with it. That's what I'm saying. You have the confidence mask, but you're not really confident. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not, confidence isn't something that that you just put on. It's something that has to be within you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you, like, it's like, it has to be as certain as you're a man. Like, you don't have to question you're a man. You know you're a man. You feel it. You see it. You are it. You be it. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to, like, pretend to be a man. You just are a man. So what it is that confidence is within everybody. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is that you have to drop the insecurity in order for the confidence to shine. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, that's the problem with a lot of guys when it comes to confidence, is that they're trying to pretend or say, I'm just going to pretend to be confident, or I'm going to get a whole bunch of money, or, get a whole bunch of flashy shit so that I can, project this confidence, but it's not real. So when you approach a girl and she's, being a certain way to you, or being nasty to you, or, being belligerent or whatever it is, you fall right back into that mode of being insecure. And a lot of times girls test you just to see if you're really confident or not. So this is why some of those girls, they might say something to throw you off, and then if they see that what they said threw you off, and they see you start being insecure, they realize that you're not the real confident guy. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is, bro.
The thing of it is women, and you probably could co-sign this. I'm pretty sure you could co-sign this. Women only play games with guys who are the second pick, the back burner guys. If a guy's on the front burner for a chick, she's not going to play any games.
Right, I agree.
I've seen this. I observe human behavior, bro.
I agree. I agree.
I see women. I seen this one chick. She was dealing with all these guys, and she was, being on bullshit. But then when it was the one guy that she liked, man, this guy could be goofy as fuck. He could do whatever the fuck he wanted, and nothing.
And why are you not okay? And so since you know that, since you understand that, listen, since you understand that, why are you focusing so much on the women who aren't into you like that? Do you understand what I'm saying? Why are you you're wasting so much time focusing on those women. You're not focusing on the woman who's going to not play games with you, who's going to make it easier for you, who's going to say, he didn't succeed, I want to see you, I want to make something happen, let's do this, let's do that. And the reason why you're not getting that is because you're in a cycle of going through a whole bunch of bullshit, meaning you see a girl you want to talk to, you holler at her, she's not giving you any play, and then you go back into, it sucks, and blah, 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 and then that insecurity comes off when you talk to a girl who could have actually been feeling you. You see what I mean? But you turned her off because you still are into that insecurity loop. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is, like they're saying in the chat room, they said this dude just needs to meet one girl who will fuck, and that'll change your whole mindset. See, and that's the thing. You got to be in a situation where.
That's what I've been hoping for. That's what I've been putting myself in a situation to where that can happen. But I've been striking out, big dog. I've been striking out, and now the reality is starting to set in. And
but see, this is
what
I'm
now. I understand why guys, when you walk down the street
mm-hmm.
and you see a guy, you see these old players, you see these guys with sweatpants
mm-hmm.
and a dirty T-shirt. You know what I mean? He's over there buying hot dogs and lottos at the 7-Eleven. These guys lost, man.
Mm-hmm.
They got defeated. And right now I'm on the ropes. I'm calling to Mr. Locario. I'm trying to get trained,
right,
so that I can get in the game and I can actually get lucky.
And again, I told you, and this is what I told you about last week. You gotta watch how you say things. You just said I'm trying to get lucky, bro. You can't look at it like that, dude. Everything is connected. Everything is fucking connected. So if you are saying certain things like that, that's connected to how you feel. You feel like it's luck for you to get a girl. You understand what I'm saying? So by saying it's luck for you to get a girl, that means you can't get girls. You're telling yourself that subconsciously, dude. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't just be, like, oh, I'm gonna put on my confidence today. It doesn't work that way. It has to be something that you understand and work on continuously until it becomes part of you, till it becomes like so ingrained in your shit that nothing else can break that shit. And so the thing is that you gotta really get yourself in a mode where you are not letting the other things affect you. You understand? You gotta understand that shit. And the thing is too is that I think you have a false sense of what is going on with a lot of other people, because you're saying, I check out human behavior and all this other stuff, and what you got to understand is that a lot of what you're perceiving is not necessarily reality. You understand what I'm saying? Like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of people who think that I just walk outside and I could just I just walk up to any chick and just grab her and then she's cool with it. You understand what I'm saying, dude? I just like any other guy, I gotta go up if I see chicks and that, like if I'm at a party or something or whatever, I still gotta go up, I still gotta talk, I still gotta have that conversation, I still gotta see if there's anything there. And there's times where I go up to a girl in the street and she keeps walking. There's times where I try to talk. I remember I was on a train one time and I was trying to talk to this girl and she wouldn't even look at me. You feel what I'm saying? So that happens to everybody. You feel what I mean? But dudes be thinking they special, like, oh, it's only me, only girls don't like me. No, it happens to everybody.
Bro, Locario, the thing of it is that you have, when you're faced with that adversity with a woman dissing you like that, you have in the back of your mind and deep within your heart and soul, you know that you have a success rate that you could think about. She ain't shit anyway. You could just tell yourself.
But how did I get that? How did I get that success rate though?
So I had chicks sweating me. Who the fuck is she?
But how did I get that success rate though?
That repertoire when you don't have that category of experiences.
But dude, how did I get the success rates? How did I get it?
Where do you build up from? Where do you go from there?
Right
now, like I said before, I'm fishing for a girl just to smile at me. I'm fishing for a girl to sweat me a little bit. This is baby steps, bro.
But this is what I'm saying to you. This is what I'm saying to you. How did I get the success rate I got? That's what I'm trying to get at. You see what I'm saying? When I was younger, and this is because people always say to me, yo, Mr. Locario, why it's all about looks and blah, 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 and all this other stuff, right? When I was younger, right? Because I'm 36 years old now, right? When I was younger, I used to, like, when I was like maybe 20 something or whatever, like I used to model for polo jeans and all of this shit. I had chicks coming up to me, oh, you're so cute, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? Now, maybe less than 1% of the time, and this is only if I acted on it, less than 1% of the time where a chick said, oh, I think you're cute, and I acted on it where I actually got with her. You understand what I'm saying? Most of the time, all that cute shit got me was attention. And this is what I'll be trying to explain to you guys. Because there's times where chicks will say that and then the actual, getting to the sex or whatever doesn't happen. They'll be fronting, they'll be faking, they just want to talk shit. You understand what I'm saying? They just think you're cute, they like the way you look, and that's what it is. So it doesn't all the way equate to that. And also because I was a little bit insecure when I was younger. You understand? So that insecurity seeped out in the situations where I was in. Even when I mustered the courage to talk to a girl, the insecurity was there. Do you understand what I'm saying? So then therefore I wasn't getting the type of chicks that I wanted, or I wasn't getting any chicks or whatever. So what the shit that you're talking about, I've been through that. And this is what I'm trying to tell you, is that what happened was that I had to keep going despite all the bullshit. You understand? I kept going no matter what was going on. So there were times where I get rejected by 20, 30 girls, and then I keep going, and that the 31st girl would be like, all right, cool, let's make it happen. You understand? So that's where I get my reference from, was by keep going through the rejections and the bullshit. You see what I mean? And so that's the thing that you got to understand. So once you do that, then you start to see other things going on, because I had to switch my mindset to the abundance mindset, where it's like, yo, there's so many chicks. And then so once I realized there's so many chicks, then it went from having really no girls to having one or two girls to having like a team of maybe 5 or 6, to the point where I remember there was one time I think I was dating maybe like 9 or 10 girls at one time, and it just was just too damn much for me. You feel what I'm saying? But that only came about by me going on that journey. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why you got to fucking you got to get out that mindset. If you keep being in this mindset, and if you keep looking at the world in that way, you understand what I'm saying? You're going to be just in that zone. It's like this, like we was talking about from the beginning of the conversation, yin and yang. You got the yin, you got the yang, right? You have the positive, you have the negative. You understand? So all it is a choice, dude. You understand what I'm saying? There's going to be negative because there's positive, and there's going to be positive because there's negative. So you have to choose what side you want to be on at what time. You feel what I'm saying? And you got to understand that. So you're all up in the negative part, because in any situation you can look at the positive or you can look at the negative. Just like I told about the shoe story earlier. One shoe salesman said, "Yo, I can't sell shoes here. These people don't wear shoes." The other shoe salesman said, "Yo, I can sell all these motherfucking shoes because they ain't got no shoes, so they'll be open to buying shoes." The same scenario, just one looks at it this way, one looks at it that way. So there's a guy right now who's in your same situation, and he's looking at it the opposite of you, and he's going to get shit popping because he's actually going in that direction, while yours keep going in the other direction of negativity. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, man.
That's all it is, bro.
The thing of it is when you got guys in my position, you know, and guys who are, you know, maybe they have more success than me, I understand now why. You know, I see, you know, my neighbor, he's a simp. You know, he has a bad chick. You know, she's pretty. You know, that's his mother of his children. But he basically is a simp. I see him bending over backwards. You know, he has to buy her all this stuff.
Right.
You know, he lets her drive the nice car. He's always taking her out. He's doing the grocery shopping and so on and so forth. But now I understand why guys simp, because they have that. They're in my situation, and then when they finally get a chick that, you know, after all these years of trying, you know, after all these, you know, the journey, the struggle, once they finally get that one chick, you know, they basically, they will simp. You know, they front and play around like they're a player, but deep in the heart, you know, they're just going to resort to simping.
Oh, well, yeah, there's always going to be simps. So, you know what I mean? Like, again, it's choice. You know, these dudes choose to be simps. You know what I mean? Nobody's forcing them to be simps. I can be real with you, bro.
I can tell you, oh, you know, I'm going to do what Mr. Locario says, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to sweat these hoes, you know, blah, 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 you know. But the second, you know, a girl actually, if in the event, if she ever did open her legs for me, you know, how am I not going to simp, man, when I went through all this pain?
Dude, you gotta understand. You have to understand.
I understand why you got to. You know, look at this motherfucker, Steven. That dumbass shot. You know, that shot that black guy.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. You got to see. And this is the thing. You got to understand what's going on, because listen. You got to understand what's going on within yourself and what's going on with you. You can't see. You're making the whole fucking thing about women, meaning, see, and this is why I don't like when people call me a pickup artist and all that other bullshit. And you know, because the thing is that this whole game is supposed to be about you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so you're already, and this is why I'm saying you got to understand what's going on, because if you understand that it's about you, right? Then what you will notice and what you will see is that you won't be simping because you're not making it about her. If you're making it about her, you understand what I'm saying? That's when you're gonna be simping. You feel what I mean? But listen, yo, I got like a few other people that want to call in, so I'm gonna put you back in the queue, and but yo, I'm telling you, dude, I like when you call too, because you bring up a lot of issues that other guys are going through, and this is why I keep it on for a long time so that we can really chop it up. You know what I'm saying? Definitely, man. I'm gonna holler at you though, all right?
I just gotta always keep it real though, dog. That's all.
Definitely, bro. All right, I'm gonna holler at you. All right, peace. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, shit. You guys gotta really be on top of your shit, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy, bro. But yeah, somebody is asking for the caller number 646-481-3901. I seen somebody giving somebody else a different number. This is the number, 646-481-3901. They're gonna have y'all calling a Taco Bell and shit by mistake. But yeah, before the call, I was talking about, the ego thing. Because you're saying, getting rid of your ego, whatever. And it's not necessarily where you technically need to get rid of it. You just have to understand that you have an ego. You understand? And, understanding that you have an ego makes it easier for you to deal with certain things in a game. So for those who don't understand, when we talk about ego, we're talking about the false sense of self, the person you think you are. You understand? So, for example, my persona of Mr. Locario is an ego. You understand what I'm saying? All right, let me see who this is. What's poppin'? Who's this? Hello? See, y'all be calling up and hanging up and shit. But yeah, my persona of Mr. Locario is an ego. That's an ego. You understand? Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Looney Tunes again.
What up? All right, so dude, what's poppin' with you? 60 seconds. Go on.
All right, I'm going to the beach tomorrow, and I was wondering, since I don't know how to really strike up a conversation with a girl, and there's a lot of girls at the beach. And I seen you're on live right now, and I was like, this is a good time to get some advice on this, matter.
Right. Well,
how would you approach a girl at a beach or whatever? Like,
well, what you can do is you can either do indirect or direct. So the indirect would be using something in the situation. You understand what I'm saying? To strike up a conversation. So if you're at the beach, you see a girl with a bikini on, you say, yo, that's a really nice bikini. That shit is sexy as hell. You're talking about the bikini, and then you get into a conversation. Really? Yes, really. That's how you do indirect. Indirect means,
what do you think about pervert or something?
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. You don't have to even go that far. What I'm saying though is you use the bikini as a segue to get into a conversation. You understand? So you say, yo, that's a pretty bikini you got, period. She say, oh, thank you. And you say, hey, my name is so-and-so, Looney Tunes, whatever. What's your name? You understand? That's all you got to do, right? That's the indirect way. I would suggest you do that, first, because then it's a little bit easier for guys who are beginning to be indirect with a woman. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the direct way, you could just see a girl on the beach, you know what I'm saying? She's chilling there on her blanket or whatever. You go up to her, sit next to her, and be like, yo, listen, I was just walking. I was passing you. I saw you. I thought you were really attractive. What's your name? And that's it. And then you get into a conversation. So what you got to understand is that opening a conversation it's the hardest part for guys, because it's the moment where you're actually taking action. You understand? Now, once you open that conversation, right? Then this is when, and this is very important, this is what I be trying to tell you guys. Once the conversation's open, then that's when you have to look for her reactions. You understand? You open the conversation, look for her reactions, and then based on her reactions, you come back with something that is relevant to that reaction. You understand? Or relevant to keep the conversation or the situation going based off the reaction. You understand what I'm saying?
Like, it's a little weirded out because she don't know me, like, or
no,
like.
Listen,
like, say
how many? Oh, wait, hold on. How many guys do you think that when women go out on dates, how many guys do you think they knew before the guy talked to them?
I don't know. I never thought of it like that.
Most of them, none. Unless it's social circle, most guys that women go out with, they don't know. You understand? Or they didn't know them. Those guys approach them and talk to them. You see what I'm saying? Women understand this. Women are prepared to get hollered at. The difference is what you got to understand is that based off of how comfortable you are talking to them, right? And based off of that vibe they get from you, is going to determine how much they're going to cooperate in the situation. Now you're also going to have variables of women who have boyfriends, who have husbands, and even some of those women will still talk to you. You understand? But when you're trying to close the deal, they'll let you know they got a boyfriend, but they'll still talk to you. You see what I mean? But a lot of it. Go ahead. What you was gonna say?
I'm not trying to get a girlfriend or whatever. Like trying to get something. Like I'm trying to like experiment to see, just like kind of test myself. So I'm going out to an open place like the beach, and basically seeing just how much game I got. Because I'm over here. I'm learning all the shit. I'm I research this shit on the internet. And I'm like, holy shit, this is like really big.
Right.
Because like the game is kind of like the Matrix or whatever, like it's just everywhere, so nobody notices it.
Right. Well, let me ask you this. What type of chicks do you like? The personality wise, like what do you like? Forget how she look. Forget how big her titties are, whatever. What do you like about a chick as far as the type of person she is?
Pretty much like a rebel chick, those punk rocker type chicks, like girls you see at like concerts and all. Like I like girls like that, cause
like girls that go to like rock concerts and shit like that.
Yeah.
All right. So now hold on. Now the reason why I'm asking you this, right, is because this is gonna give you the things to talk about. Do you understand? So sometimes you might be thinking, damn, okay, if I approach her and I open up a conversation, what do I talk about? You know what I mean? And so what you talk about, think of at least 3 things before you go and talk to the girls. I'm giving you baby steps. Think of 3 things that you like about a girl. So you said, you like the punk rocker girls, the rebel type of girls. Let's say if you said you like a girl who's, smart or something. And let's say you like a girl who fucking, I don't know, goes to the movies or some shit, right? So let's say those are those 3. I'm just using that as an example, right? So you go up to a girl, you say, "Hey, yo, that's a really nice bikini. That's really pretty." She's like, "Oh, thanks." And like, "Hey, what's up? My name is Looney Tunes. What's your name?" "Sarah." "Cool, Sarah. Listen, what are you up to this weekend?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm about to go see this Tupac movie. I really like movies. Do you like movies? You watch movies?" Then she'd be like, "Oh yeah, do this and do that, blah 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 blah." So what do you do for work or whatever? And then now you're getting into like what type of girl she is. So based off of your questions that you have for yourself, you understand what I'm saying? That you like about women, those give you the ammunition to have conversations with girls and have things to say. So all you need to do to think about things to say is figure out what you like and question her on that. You see what I'm saying? So if you say, "Yo, I like girls that go to concerts." "So what type of music you listen to?" "Oh, really? You ever seen such and such in concert?" That's the conversation. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do.
Too, one last question,
right?
A really quick one. Like this regards to like people I hang out with and people that I am friends with. Like a lot of people think I'm crazy or think I'm goofy because I'm over here. Like I actually got this mindset when I always been like this when I was a kid. Like always wondered how things work, how things function, and it extends so far now as to how people interact. And I never had really good social skills, so I thought I should improve that. Since I am going to get a job pretty soon. Like a lot of people think I'm stupid because of it. I could think, why the hell are you over here learning this shit? You should be hanging out with a bunch of, getting high with your friends and all this stuff. You should be doing all this other stuff, just going, doing all this other goofy shit. And I'm like, why am I not allowed to learn this shit? Like they want me to be like I think you explained this before, where you said that people like want you to be on their level or be below.
Oh yeah,
them
yeah, of
because they
course.
don't want to feel bad. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. A lot, this is the thing. You got to understand in life, man. This is your experience that you're having. So you need to do what you want to do. You feel what I'm saying? So don't worry about what these other people are doing. People like to see this thing. People like to, they're uncomfortable with other people doing their own thing, because what happens is that when you do your own thing, sometimes people see you doing your own thing, and sometimes you do things that other people don't have the courage to do. So they try to stop you from doing it, because that you continuing to do what you do basically shows them what they're lacking. It's a reflection of what they fear. You understand what I'm saying? So
just stay on the path, basically.
Yeah, so do your own thing. That's what I'm saying. Do your own thing. Walk your own path. Don't worry about what everybody else is thinking. Don't worry about if they're calling you stupid or goofy or whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah. It's all about you. This is why we're trying to explain to guys, especially when we talk about game and shit. We're talking about you attracting women and you getting this and you getting that, and you got to understand certain things when it comes to dealing with women. But it still all starts from you. This is why I kept asking you, what do you like in a chick, as far as her personality? Because when you're talking to her, it's not you talking to her to just try to get her.
Yeah, basically,
it's you talking to her to get the chick that you like. Now say it again.
Huh?
Say that again.
Basically, I just like a chick who's cooperative, who can actually, I can sit down and talk to them about deeper things, like the game, basically, and just talk about it objectively, and be like, so this, people tend to do this, people tend to do that, and it's just really interesting, But some girls, you tell them about it, they're like, they get all mad and shit. Like, okay,
right. Well, those girls, then keep tell them to keep to kick rocks. You feel what I'm saying? But yo, listen, I got some other calls coming in. I'm gonna holler at you later. All right.
All right. May the game be with you.
All right. Peace. All right. What's popping? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, Locario? This is Farrah from Oakland.
What's going on, bro?
What's going on? I had a question about how about checking women. Like, what's your policy on checking women, especially on a date?
Yeah, you should. You always got to check them. I actually have a whole bad boy membership program that teaches you how to check women correctly. Because even if you're on a date with a girl, you just want to let her know from the jump. And this is what I tell guys when you first, because this is the thing, any chick that you deal with, right? Unless you totally know you're not feeling her, if you're feeling a chick, this chick could end up being a chick you are with for a while. Do you understand what I'm saying? So that means you have to, if she does anything ridiculous, it needs to be checked, immediately. You understand what I'm saying? So even if it's the first date, say that again?
Even if you're just trying to fuck? Even if you're just trying to fuck?
Yes, even if you're just trying to fuck, because just because you're just trying to fuck now doesn't mean that you might not want to keep fucking with her later. Do you understand what I'm saying? So everything that, and this is what I'm saying, because see, this is the interesting part about relationships, is that you could be with a chick and say, yo, I'm just trying to smash. Then you smash and everything is great. You're like, okay, I'm gonna probably hit it one more time. You smash again and everything's cool. I'm gonna hit it one more. The next thing you know, this chick becomes your girlfriend, right? But the mistake you made was she was doing a whole bunch of bullshit from before, and you didn't check her on it all that time because you thought, well, I'm just trying to hit. You understand what I'm saying? Now that this girl's your girlfriend, you got a girl who's been with you for a while and you haven't been checking her. So now when you try to check her, she look at you like you crazy. Like, what? Like, what the fuck you trying to tell me to do shit for her? And that's because you haven't been checking her from the beginning. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So even if you're trying to just hit, you got to check them. Now, the way that you check a girl is that all you're really doing is letting her know what is and what isn't acceptable. You don't got to scream at her. You shouldn't be all loud and crazy. No, you just tell her, hey, listen, that's not cool. Like, I remember one time, this wasn't even a girl that I was messing with. I was actually, I was in a meatpacking district. I'm with one of my boys or whatever, and he had I think he had a camera. This was different now. We were hanging out. It was me and two of my boys. These two girls walked past us, or walking towards us in our direction, and my boy tried to holler at the chick, or he said something to her, and she went up. She like sort of, you know, like when someone walks through you and they sort of push you out the way, like they don't even like say excuse me. They just sort of like bump you with their shoulder and push you out the way. So she did one of those to my boy, right? So she did that, and then I checked her on it. So I told her, I said, hold on. And then when I said that, one of the other girls stopped and looked at me, and her friend stopped. And I walked up to them. I said, hold on, what'd you just do? And she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, I just saw you bump my friend. That's not cool. I was like, you need to go and apologize to him. So this chick actually went and apologized to the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But and this is not even a girl I'm trying to fuck with, but I'm just like, just in general, is like you have that check-in, you know, fucking feeling in your bones. You just do it. But the thing is that you got to get used to being that type of dude. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, definitely, you definitely got to check him. You definitely got to check him.
I understand that completely. I know what you're talking about. Mm. It's just that last night I was on a date with this female, and she ended up. We were supposed to meet at 10, and then she gives me a text kind of close to 10, talking about, can we meet at 10:30 or whatever? I'm like, all right, cool, I'll meet you at 10:30. So I get there, and she wasn't there. She ended up coming 10 minutes late. So, you know, I kind of, like, let her know, like, hey, what's up? Like, you can let me know. And then she tried to apologize or whatever. But I texted her before she got there. I told her, like, hey, a round of drinks on you. I don't know if she got it or not. So when it came down to her getting her drink, because I've been got my drink, the bartender lady was all like, you know, she was like, so is it gonna be on you? And then the female I was with was like, nah, it's gonna be on his tab.
What?
And then when she said that, when she said, I was like, nah, you came late.
Right.
I just told her, nah, I'm not paying for that. I said, you came late. I told her straight up. And then she was just hella shocked. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then she just paid for a drink.
Right.
But then I could hella tell the whole night it was kind of like that whole situation kind of like, you know, it kind of killed it for the night.
Right. Well, no, go ahead. Keep going.
You feel like I should charge it to the game?
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say too. If she's acting like that, because first of all, it's so much shit she already.
She chose up hard.
Right,
chose up hard to begin with.
Right, so she chose up hard, but one, she was late for the date. That's one strike. Two, then she was late on the time she said that I'm gonna come through. You feel what I'm saying? That's strike two. Then she didn't even chip in for the drink. That's strike three. Then she's acting funny for you trying to tell. You see what I mean? So you at this point, you feel what I'm saying? She's already shown how much fuckery she's gonna be in the situation. You see what I'm saying? Now,
and she an older chick too. She an older chick. She look good though.
Right.
She an older chick, though.
Now, so you said this happened last night.
Yeah, this happened last night.
And so you said she was acting funny, like funny style, like what? So what happened after y'all like the drinks and all?
I kind of recognized like after that situation, it was kind of like a little off. So I was like, you know what? Like the bar had a little couch area, so I took her down to the couch area or whatever. And then we just had like a little game over there, so we was fucking around with the game just to change up the mood. And she was still kind of acting a little distant or whatever. You know what I mean? And then I at the end of the night, because, she drove over there. I took an Uber. She was like, she offered to take me home. So I was like, all right, cool. So, at the end of the night, I was trying to see if she was going to come through. Even though I kind of like knew, I was like, fuck it, I didn't give a fuck. I just told her, like, yeah, you trying to come through? She's like, nah, it's okay, maybe next time or whatever. But I don't know, should I charge it to the game or should I just keep moving? Just because, like you said, like it was a lot of strikes.
Right.
And she an older chick too.
Right.
So she know better.
Right. And so when you were from the time where you told her to pay for the drink and the time where I guess she dropped you home, within that time, were you actually trying to like get sexual with her or like flirt or kiss her? Like
like basically when we was in the couch area or whatever, I told her like to come a little closer or whatever.
Right.
And she was like she was kind of that was right when we got to the couch area, and then she was kind of acting all distant. She's like, oh no, I'm comfortable right here. So I was like, damn. I could just tell that whole situation probably killed it or whatever.
So you told her to come. You told her to come closer to you, and she's like, "Oh, I'm comfortable right here."
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
Yo, charge her ass to the game, nigga. Yo, she's dude, she's whack, son. She's fucking whack. That chick is fucking whack. Because see, this is the thing, right? A chick like that, right? She's trying to basically get you in a situation where she can get you or to sort of twist your behavior to accommodate her. Now, once she sees that she can do that, that's when it's, it's gonna be all fucked up anyway. You understand? So it's better for you to not fuck with her and keep that moving and find another chick and then to try to make it happen. See, I understand the hard part is that you're like, damn, but I wanna smash. You understand? And this is the hard part that some of you guys gonna have to understand is that every chick ain't worth smashing. You see what I'm saying? And by charging chicks to the game, that actually strengthens your game, because now when you go to the next chick, what happens is that you got to get yourself. And again, I was telling this to the other caller. Everything is connected. When you get yourself conditioned to be a guy who doesn't deal with a woman where he's like, I need to have sex with you. You understand? Then chicks want to actually have sex with you more because you don't need to. You're giving off that vibe. I don't need it. I'm trying to see if you acting right, and then we could probably do something. Like, I'll tell you a story. There was this one chick. I went out with her. She's cute chick or whatever, and we went to get some drinks or whatever. Now, mind you, I got there first. I met her at the bar. I got there first. She came I was there maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes earlier because I was in the area. Got there first. She got there on time. I was like, cool. She there on time. And I already had a drink, but I don't even drink. I was just drinking cranberry juice, whatever. But I had my cranberry juice. Yeah. I said to her, yo, I was like, you want a drink? So then she got the drink, and then I paid for the drink. So I was like, cool. You can get the next round. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm chilling there the whole fucking time, and I'm waiting for her to get the next round. She still ain't trying to get the next round. So I said, yo, I was like, listen, we about to bounce, because I was like, I'm hungry. I want to go get something to eat. Now, I fucked up because usually I like to eat before the date because I don't want to be hungry and then end up having to go with the chick and get a meal. You understand what I'm saying? But I was like starving and shit because I was busy, whatever. So I was like, fuck it, you could come along with me to get this food, right? Now, I ended up, I went to the joint. We in front of the joint. I ordered my food, right? She ordered her food. Now, I'm falling back to see if she's going to actually pay for the food because she didn't pay for the drinks, right?
Right.
And it's like a showdown. We both looking at each other like who's going to take the wallet out. And the fucking guy's looking like who's paying for this motherfucker, right? So I'm like, shit, this chick ain't even going to pay for this. So I take out the wallet, I pay for the fucking thing, right? Now, this chick wanted to smash that night, right? So I said, listen, I couldn't smash it because I actually was seeing another girl like an hour and a half later. So I was just going to see this chick and then go to see the next chick. So I told her, I'm like, look, I'm busy. I'm going to see another girl, right? Oh, I didn't tell her about the other girl, but I said I'm busy. I'm just going to see somebody, whatever. So the girl that I was with on this date, and we in there eating, we in the tacos or whatever. So she says, okay, can we meet up this weekend? So I said, cool, let's meet up this weekend. And she was like, oh, but I don't want you to come over my house because I don't know you like that. So can we get a room or some shit, right? So I'm thinking, okay, she gotta fucking get this room because I done got the drinks and I got the fucking the fucking food. You feel what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, cool, yeah, we could get a room, but we didn't discuss the logistics yet as far as who's paying whatever. So when I got on the phone with her, we was texting each other back and forth to meet up this weekend. So she was like, oh, I found this hotel we could go to, blah blah blah, whatever. And I said, okay, cool. This is, that's a cool joint. So I was like, is that? No, I said to her, I said, that's a cool joint, but I said, isn't that too expensive for you? You understand? I said that to her. She's like, what you mean? I was like, isn't that too expensive? I was like, do you want to pay all that money? This is what I said. I kept saying back to her. So she's like, I'm not paying for the hotel. She was like, I'm bringing the pussy and you bring the money. I was like, what the fuck is? So I was like, listen, we can't rock, okay? Because I could have been like, all right, let me go pay for this hotel and then we can fuck. No, I'm like, this chick ain't putting in shit. So instead of trying to deal with her, I was like, okay, we good. I was like, that ain't happening. You feel what I'm saying? So so I just sort of dropped her, and the thing is, I could have fucked her if I would have paid for the hotel and we would have got the hotel and fucked. But I'm just on principle. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Right, and that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, certain chicks is on that bullshit where they're expecting you to overextend yourself for them. You feel what I'm saying? And when you see that, and when you notice that, you gotta charge them to the game. You feel what I'm saying? It's not worth it. You see what I mean? You want a chick that's gonna cooperate or at least meet you halfway. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. I should have kept it moving right when I checked her.
I mean, you could have still finished the date if you want. I'm just saying that at this point, it don't really make sense for you to really holler at her now. If she hollers at you though, if she hits you up, right? Tell her ass to come straight to the crib. You feel what I'm saying? That's it. If she hollers at you, cool, come through to the spot, and that's it. No more going out, no nothing. You feel what I'm saying? And that's if you want to do that. I wouldn't even I'm good. I'm good on all of that shit. I'm done. I don't like chicks doing none of that shit. But if you want to still hit it, and she calls you, be like, yeah, come through to the crib and we can make that happen. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then another question I had is, how long do you wait just to fuck? Like, is that the first date or the second time?
You said how long do you wait to smash?
Yeah, to smash.
Well, I would say it has to happen at least by the third date. You understand? So if it don't happen the first or the second, on that third date, it should be happening. You feel what I'm saying? If you
I don't think I can wait till the third date, man.
No, I'm saying you don't have to wait. I'm just saying that it has to happen at least by then. So it could happen on the first date. You understand? It could happen on the second date. But if it don't happen the first or second, by that third time, it has to happen. But what I would say to you is, and to make it happen quicker, and I talk about this too, is that you have to be able to orchestrate that situation to occur. Meaning that if you take a chick on a date and you thinking about, okay, maybe I want to smash after the date or whatever, take her to a place near your place, so it's easier for you to go to your place. You feel what I'm saying? So it's really just about
what I did last night.
Right. It was near your spot.
It was near my spot. It was at 10 o'clock, 10:30 or whatever.
Right. And she's on that bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
She was on that bullshit. Be on that bullshit.
And that's the thing is, it's not easy to charge them to the game at first, but once you realize, and this is what I say about abundance and really going out there and making shit happen, is that if you're dealing with a few different women, you understand, it's easier to get rid of one. You feel what I'm saying? If you the less women you have, the harder it's going to be to get rid of one of them. And then what happens is that you start to rationalize shit in your head as to why you should keep dealing with this girl. So you might say, like, if this is the only chick you fucking with, you might be like, damn, but I should holler at her because I ain't really got nobody else to smash. You feel what I'm saying? So,
just thinking with your dick, yeah.
Right, exactly. So you gotta get it to a point where you're stepping it up to the point where you dealing with chicks. It's more so you're in a better position to evaluate them and either accept or reject them because you got other chicks you're fucking with. You understand? Because if you don't, then it's gonna be harder for you to do that. You feel what I'm saying?
All right, for sure. Hey, Locario, one more question.
Yeah,
I know
go ahead.
You busy, got to take out the calls, but like, as far as, like, you said, when you talk about abundance, like, how many women would you say you need to hop on to improve your game? Like, at least, is there a number that you gotta, like?
This is what I would say. Yeah, like, if you have a team of women, the most I would say you should have is maybe around 3. You understand what I'm saying? So
no, I'm talking about talking to women, just talking to them, just getting at women. Like,
are you talking about just in general, like talking to girls, like how much girls you should talk to?
To a day, yeah, like a day.
Oh, a
like,
day. Oh,
so
yeah. Well,
like,
yeah, at least 20 to 25 chicks a day if you really want to be on top of it. You understand what I'm saying? At least.
Shit, if I see 20 to 25 chicks that I like,
that's what I'm saying. At least,
and this ugly ass female,
right? And that's the hard part. See, what you got to understand is this too. You gotta separate the chicks, meaning you gonna have, because truthfully, I'll be honest with you. within a day, I maybe see like 3 or 4 girls that I think are fucking hot or like, damn, like she's bad, right? But I do see 100 fuckable chicks. You understand what I'm saying? So you see what I mean? So some of them is just gonna be fuckable chicks, meaning they're not your first choice, but you know they look fuckable. Like they're cute enough and they got a nice enough body that you'd smash. You understand what I'm saying? So as you're going to try to get the girls you really want, you still got a few fuckable ones around that you can holler at and see what's popping. You see what I mean? So that's the thing. But also, it's really more so about increasing your conversation game and also increasing the numbers of women that you have around you. So when you do deal with that type of chick on a date where she's acting all goofy, you're like, well, whatever, like it's cool, and you bounce from her and you call up so and so. You feel what I'm saying? And it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah. So as far as you talking to girls, you're like, you know, like 20 to 25 chicks. You understand what I'm saying? And make it. And the thing is that makes it a little bit easier to do that. And it also depends on where you live and your areas or whatever. But you know, in your and where do you live, by the way? What's your area?
I stay in the Bay Area, Oakland.
Okay. And
California.
Right. So you're. It's not like you in damn near freaking North Dakota somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
So you know. Yeah, what I mean?
But you know, it's not New York. I heard about New York. New York, it's different out here. Like the way it's kind of spread out. Like when it comes to like, because I like black females.
Right.
Like it's not a lot of them concentrated in this area. It's like they're all kind of spread out.
Right. So what you would need to do is I would say that if you know certain spots, right, you don't have to necessarily go there every day, but let's say if you go like twice a week to certain spots that you know is popping, that's going to have, you know, a lot of different women, you know what I'm saying? Let's say it's like a night out with you and your boys or whatever, then you're going to have to do double time. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning you might have to step it up and talk to 50 chicks that on Friday and then 50 chicks on Saturday. You feel what I'm saying? And just really go in. Because the thing that you got to understand is, and this is why we say it's a numbers game, is because there's so many variables in the shit. Meaning there's going to be girls you're going to meet that got a boyfriend, that actually do have a boyfriend or husband. There's going to be girls you're going to meet that are actually lesbians. You're not even going to know they're lesbians because sometimes they ain't going to tell you. They're just going to reject you and be like, nah, I'm good, whatever. You're going to meet girls who are not into you. You understand what I'm saying? You're going to meet girls who are into you but are going to flake. You know what I mean? So it's all these different variables. So, you know, for every 10 girls you talk to, you might get one at the end of the day that's really reliable to make something happen. So this is why you got to really, you know, go out there and talk to as many as possible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what it is,
man,
bro.
I appreciate the advice, Locario, man. I'm going to support you any way I can.
Definitely, man. Appreciate that, man. All right?
I'm going to let you have going.
Peace. But yeah, man, you guys got to really, really, really talk to these chicks. Like, it's yo, I'm telling you. That shit is you know, but this is why when you make it second nature, then it's not really, you know, anything crazy. You know, because it becomes something you're used to. Ian Yin Yang was popping, yo. Kenwood Drive was going on. Frank Truth TV is in the building. What's going on? So, it was oh yeah. Let me see if I can get to this before another caller calls in. We was talking about the ego. Right? And like I was saying that my persona of Mr. Locario is my ego, is an ego, right? So what happens is that when you are in the dating game and you're trying to holler at girls or you're trying to make something happen, you know, your ego gets hurt when you get rejected because you feel like, you know, you should be getting certain things happening because of who you are. You understand? So it's like, the thing is, if you get caught up in that, that's going to affect your game. If you get caught up in thinking, damn, well, I thought I was this Mac and this girl is dissing me. And what does that mean now? Am I not a Mac? Am I a Mac? Or am I good at getting girls? Am I not good at getting girls? Like, you start to look at that shit. But if you drop that ego, right, and you don't take anything personally and you don't get attached to the outcomes, then you can do basically, you know, whatever, and it's not going to affect you in a crazy way. You said, what's the deal with women who appear out of the blue and they're sorry for acting like a bitch? That's usually because a nigga they was fucking with stopped fucking with him, and they want to come back and holler at you. Or they realize that you were the better choice and they was fucking with some knucklehead. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry, I want to come back, or I want to see you, what's going on. Jared Orla, you said I only step to Caucasian women and don't holler at black chicks. Nah, I holler at every type of chick. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever the hell it is. I don't just talk to white girls. The thing is that sometimes I'll be in situations where it's just white girls there. You understand? Most of the time. Crazy. Jarnell Taylor, what's good, bro? You said Play Supreme said that guys like me coast off looks to get girls, since he goes after a plethora of girls who gives him choosing signals. No, gotta, dude. Let me tell you something. Like, it all varies. It all varies. Like, even there be times where I'm on Tinder, and, you know, there's times where I get matches, you know, like that. Then there'll be like almost a week that goes by and I'll probably get one match. And then the next day I get like 7 or 8. And the next day I get like 0. And then the next day 0. Then the next day probably 10. You know, it's like all over the place. You know? Jared Orla, I'm 36 years old. But yeah, you know. But yeah, guys got to get off this whole, you know, thing about, oh, it's easier and this and that. You said girls are more receptive to guys who are good looking. See, this is the thing, and I talked about this last week, I think, where being good looking is like having your master's degree. You understand? Meaning that having your master's degree might make it easier for you to get a high-paying job, but just because you have the master's degree doesn't mean you're going to get the high-paying job. You understand what I'm saying? So it can help you get the high-paying job, but you still have to go out and try to get the job. You still have to go out and work your magic. You understand what I'm saying? Just having the thing doesn't equate to you getting the thing. You understand? Having the looks doesn't equate to you sleeping with the girl. Having the master's degree doesn't equate to you getting the job. And even a lot of times when you look at jobs or job postings, they'll say, we're looking for someone with a bachelor's degree or relevant experience. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, you could look good, or you can still get the girl if you stepping up your goddamn game. You understand what I'm saying? He said, John L. You said, how can you say this if you've never been ugly in your life? First of all, being ugly or being good looking is subjective. That's one. Two, I've had, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I've had chicks when I was younger all the time, dude. Oh my God, you're so cute, your skin, all this other dumb shit, and they ain't fuck me. So what difference did it make? In fact, I feel like that's even more whack. If a chick thinks you're good looking and she ain't fucking you, then it's like, what's the point of being good looking? You understand what I'm saying? What's the point? That's what it's crazy. It's crazy. So you're saying I admit that looks help you get more women? No, I'm trying to explain to you. I'm trying to explain to you that if you look good, right, you will get the attention. Attention is not okay. Let's check it out like this, right? If you were chilling, right, and I say, yo, there's two girls. One girl thinks you look good. The other girl wants to fuck you. Right? These are two different women. The girl right there, she thinks you look good, but she ain't gonna fuck you. The other girl right there, we don't know what she think about you, but she gonna fuck you. Which one would you take? Which one would you care about, right? You just want to have sex. So, if being good looking doesn't equate to you getting sex, then what's the point? What's the difference? You see what I'm saying? It's like the being good looking can get you the look, meaning can get you the attention. Now what you do with that attention is up to you. If you have the game, that's up to you. But what's going to happen is if you're coasting on your looks, some dude who doesn't look as good as you or whatever can swoop through and get the chick that you thought you was going to get because you was good looking. It's crazy. I'm like, man, I'm telling you guys. Drader Great, you said niggas will always be stuck on the good looks thing. And you know what's the funny part? Dudes always try to do these straw man arguments. They be like, oh, well, if, you know, a guy who's physically deformed and half his face is falling off was chilling with Brad Pitt or Channing Tatum, the girls will want Channing. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers be on some super straw man argument type shit. They be going mad extreme. Well, if a midget with 3 legs and no arms and one eye was trying to holler at this chick, and a male model was going, who the girl gonna want? Like, come on, stop. It's like, oh my goodness. It's crazy. Jarnell Taylor, you said, so you have an advantage by getting this attention? Yeah, if you have game, you have an advantage. But see, that's the part that people leave out. You see what I'm saying? If you look good, and if you're like a handsome guy or whatever, and you have game, you understand what I'm saying? You have an advantage. But notice I said if you have game. If you don't have game, right? And this is the part that a lot of you guys don't understand. If you don't have game and you're good looking, that makes the shit even worse. Because if you're good looking and you step to a chick and you don't have no fucking game, she'll dismiss you quicker than a guy who doesn't look that good. You understand what I'm saying? Because listen, women expect you, if you're a good looking dude, or she perceives you as good looking, or you know, people tell you good looking or whatever, there's a certain type of perception people have about you. You understand what I'm saying? Because they perceive you to be a certain way. So if you're not that way she perceives, then it ain't gonna happen for you, buddy. I'm telling you. You said, can you please explain what game is, the way you talk, etc., what the meaning? So, okay, and it's so funny because I get this question a lot. I actually did a video, and you guys can look it up on YouTube. It's called, I think, the difference between having game, and playing games, right? Now, what you got to understand is that game, or the game, is life, okay? So, in life is the game. So life is a game, basically. So the game is life is a game. And we are playing this game. This is why we call this section of what we're talking about the dating game. You have the business game, you have the dating game, you could have the freaking food game, the real estate game. It's all a fucking game. You feel what I'm saying? Now, having game, when we talking about you having game basically is you having a skill and or strategy to get what you want in the game. Meaning you have a skill and strategy to get what you want in life. You understand? So that's what having game means. That means you know how to get what you want out of life. You understand? Now, playing games is what a lot of people mistake when we talk about having game. Playing games is when you are doing a lot of manipulative type of shit in order to either get attention or in order to just deceive to try to get what you want. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it is, man. You said, "Will I be spitting game when I get to 60?" So can I do a video on my health regime? I don't even I'm so unhealthy. I need to eat better. Trust me. I need to eat better. I don't eat that good. I need to eat so much better. I be getting pizza and fucking Shake Shack hamburgers and shit. It's terrible. It's fucking terrible. So Jesse said, but what is game though? How to talk, lead, sexual attraction, flirting, like what is running game? So when we talk about how to talk to a girl, leading a chick, sexual attraction, all of that, flirting, that is having game. That's what we talk about when we say having game. Do you have, and this is the thing, everybody has game technically, right? And so it's all about if your game is weak or is it strong? Is it weak or is it tight? Right? Because some dude's game, is being needy and begging chicks for sex. That means the game is weak. Some guy's game is, having a conversation with a chick, creating sexual tension. That's stronger game. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Ayin Yin Yang, you said I have great information in the book. Yes, guys, you need to make sure you get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. Click the link below or go to MrLocario.com to get your copy. Yeah, feel me? He said, so game is how to make her wet and ready. Yeah, that's part of it. Scott Jones was good. You said, have I ever been to Kansas? Nah. No, I think, have I? Because I know my aunt either lives in Kansas or Kentucky. One of them, I can't remember what it was. But if I did, it was a long time ago. But yeah, I got the ebook version too of this book. So if you want the ebook version, that means you can read it right now. If you have the ebook version, go to MrLocario.com and you can get the ebook version. But if you want the hard copy, we got hard copies on deck. You feel what I'm saying? So, Kenwood Drive, you said, how often do I do these live streams? So I do this every Friday from 3 to 5:30. Every Friday from 3 to 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So, yeah, so make sure you check that out. You said, can I chat up Cynthia G? What do you want me to chat up Cynthia G for? You said Cynthia G hates black men. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Y'all wilding in the chat room. Crazy. I'm scared of Cynthia G, son. I'm scared. But yeah, man. But yo, you guys out there, I'm telling you, a lot of this shit is really about your mindset and practicing, man. Practicing the shit. Gotta practice the shit, man. When it comes to all the conversations and all that other stuff, it's all about The practice. Man. So the caller number is 646-481-3901. He said, how would you get in touch with me? Just hit me up through the website. Just email me. Let me know what's good. He said, what do I do if a girl starts giving me the strong black woman speech? I tune out. I ignore her. See, that's the thing. Yo, you gotta understand something. I have a very, my patience, I don't deal with a lot of shit. You understand? Oh, somebody's just calling. There's a lot of shit I don't deal with because I just nip it in the bud before it gets ridiculous. So if I'm dealing with a chick and she's talking about she's a strong, independent anything, I'm good. We're done. We're done. I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fucking with you because as soon as you say that, I already know you don't know what the fuck is going on. You understand what I'm saying? Because first of all, nobody's independent. We're interdependent. Nobody's fucking independent. You understand? So that's some bullshit. There's no independent woman and there's no independent man. We're all dependent on each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Yeah, this is DC from Ohio.
What's going on, bruh?
I have an off-topic question.
What's up?
You there?
You alright? What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, I was about to ask. A couple episodes ago, you said, you don't like Tupac, right?
Go ahead. Wait. I can't hear you. What you said?
I remember a couple episodes ago, you said you don't like Tupac, right?
Right. No, I said I don't like his music, but what are you saying?
Yeah. So, yeah. Like, I was just wondering why.
Well, the thing is, you know what it is? It's not that I don't like Tupac's music per se. I never thought Tupac was, and this is just my opinion because I know everybody's like Tupac crazy, whatever. I like Tupac's message in interviews more so than I liked his music, and the reason why I'm saying that is because I used to rap, so I like the way certain people flow in rap, and I never really liked Tupac's rap flow. You understand what I'm saying? So it never really I just never liked it. You feel what I'm saying? As a rapper fan, like this is something that they call a rapper's rapper, and that means that's a rapper that a rapper would like. You understand? So when I hear Tupac's music and him as a lyricist, I never thought he was like the greatest lyricist and all that other stuff. Like I like some of his songs, but I never thought that. But Tupac as a guy, as a person who, you know, with the stuff he said, like I would rather watch a Tupac speech than listen to a Tupac song. You understand what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it.
When you listen to his music just don't, the emotion, the aggression, the hype, you know, the music don't ever get you hype.
Nah, that's the thing. It don't. It never really got me like that. Like there's a few songs that I like. You know what I'm saying? But like I'll give you an example of like the type of rappers that I really like. Like I like a Kendrick Lamar, a Ghostface Killer, a Redman, an Eminem. Like I like super lyrical niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Like Pac was never a super lyrical dude. You feel what I mean?
True. Yeah, he really wasn't lyrical, but he was a real rapper.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, so that's what I'm saying. For me personally, it never really like I never got into it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I like fucking complicated ass rappity rap lyrics. That's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I like. You know what I mean? Like I like that.
Like I heard the song "Pain" by Tupac.
Which one?
Pain.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard a lot of Tupac songs. And
that song, man.
And some of them,
I don't know. Go ahead.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like some of them I like, but as a like I just like lyricists, bro. Like I like Lupe Fiasco. You know what I'm saying? Like I like niggas like that. You know what I mean? Like so.
Hey, you from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. You see what I mean? Like yeah, I'm from Bed-Stuy. I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush, Bed-Stuy. I like fucking all that, rappity rap shit. That's just that's what I like.
Hey, you ever heard this dude named Scarcity?
Sky Zoo, yeah, that's my dude right there. That's my dude.
Yeah, man. I fuck with lyrical rap too. I like all types of rap, man. I just
Right.
appreciate for what it is.
Right. Nah, Sky Zoo's my dude. I used to see Sky Zoo at shows all the time in the city and all that. Sky Zoo gets it in. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, then, man. That's it, though.
Definitely, man. All right, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
Later, man.
All right, peace. But yeah, I saw that Tupac movie. That shit was aight though, man. That shit, you guys should see that shit. I like what they did with that fucking movie. There's a lot of critics that was trying to shit on it, but nah, that shit was tight. Yo, what up? Who's this? Hello. All right, man. You guys gotta turn them to the phone off mute so we can hear you. You said if I hate ODB or oh man. But yeah, I like who else I like? I like Lil Wayne. I thought Lil Wayne truthfully had a lot of fucking clever ass lines in his joint. Yeah, Tyler Kweli, I like a lot of Tyler Kweli's older stuff though, but Tyler Kweli is tight. I fuck with Jadakiss. Jadakiss is see, and Jadakiss not even rappity rap, but I like it. He just be putting shit together heavy. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
This is Tony once again, so can you hear me?
I can hear you. What's popping with you?
I was watching, is the game still the same way you approach women? Is it the same with older chicks? I'm 57 years old. I was wondering, is it the same style? I have to try to do something different.
Well, the thing is, the basics of it is the same, meaning like you sort of just, either indirectly, start a conversation or directly let her know what it is, and you just converse. You just ask her questions. You see what she's about, and it's pretty much the same in that regard, where the girl just wants to see if you know how to talk to women. She wants to see if there's any type of spark between you and her. You understand what I'm saying? So it's really the same type of joint. Now, depending on how women are gonna act after that is a different thing depending on their age. So if you actually get with an older chick, she's gonna act different than if you get with a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old. You feel what I'm saying? So that's different. But as far as the application of talking, it's not really that much difference. You feel what I'm saying? It's just more so being able to get her to converse with you and then get the actual thing from point A to point B to get the conversation flowing. You feel what I'm saying?
So are you saying that the same style, the same approach I use with younger women,
right,
I can also use with older women?
Yeah, the same approach, same shit. Now again, like I said, the actual relationship or the actual things you're doing as far as after that will be different. But as far as the approach, like when you first approach a chick, it's the same shit. It's the same thing all across the board. You feel what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
Sir.
Definitely, man.
Well, actually, all I want to know is the game. The way what you're saying is exactly the same. That's all I really wanted to know.
Okay,
that's
what's up.
I want to be natural, but I've always dealt with younger women. I'm 57, like I was saying. I used to dealing with women like 20 years, younger than me, and I just want to know if exactly it could be the same. But the older women, mine is totally different, but you say it's not any different.
Right. Well, this is the thing. The approach is the same. The application of what you do is different, meaning like you're going to approach the older chicks the same way you approach the younger chicks and vice versa, whatever. But you need to understand that if you're dealing with a girl who's in her early 20s, dealing with her is going to be different than dealing with a woman in her 40s or 50s. You feel what I'm saying? Because the early 20 girls, you know, you don't necessarily want to have a relation, like a long-term relationship with those girls, because those girls are usually in the stage where they're in their attention whore stage. They just want to party, they just want to have a good time, they want to run around, they want to do this and do that. So to try to lock it down with that type of girl usually is going to be a headache. So if you want to deal with those girls, it's more so like we just having fun and kicking it type of thing. A woman, older woman, is going to be a little bit more, you know, stable as far as a long-term thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, yes, sir, I understand that. So another thing is, I'm not really looking for a long-time relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I haven't been married. I don't think about getting married.
Right.
So it won't be any different. So
right.
Just if the answer's still the same, then I'll let you go.
Right.
I love your videos, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it. All right, I'll let you. Yeah, man. Yeah, those younger chicks, man, you gotta understand, bro. Like, dude, these younger girls, shit. You gotta know how to keep up. Like, man, the younger, like, because I'm 36, like, I think the youngest I really be, like, fucking with is maybe, like, 23, 24. You know what I mean? Like, them 19-year-old chicks, I don't know. Crazy. Gerard, you said, do I speak any other languages? Nah, just English. I know, like, one sentence in Spanish, maybe. And I don't even think I know that. Say that shit right. So how do you deal with Sims that try to white knight against you when you holler at their friends or girls around them? Well, that's the thing, though. See, you let them do that white knight shit, and you fall back, and what happens is that the girls who are feeling you, they're gonna come after you. Meaning, if you are, let's say you're at a bar or something, or at a party, an event, whatever, and then, you know, these sim-ass white knight dudes, they, you know, they see you trying to talk to the girl, and they come in and be on that bullshit, and you say, yo, I'm gonna go over here real quick, you go get a drink, or you go to the bathroom, walk around a little bit, and then so when the girls see that you're not coming back in that situation, they'll walk toward you or be in the scenario with you again, and that shows extreme interest. You understand? It's like if you were talking to a girl and some other nigga came up, or, you know, or whatever, and the girl was like, oh, I'll be back, I'm gonna walk around real quick, and then you want to see, like, where the fuck did she go? Is she coming back? You know what I'm saying? Because you're interested. It's crazy. You said 19-year-olds got tight pussy. Crazy. But yeah, you know. You said, will you holler at women in their 40s? How will you deal with them? Yeah, I holler at women in their 40s. There's chicks that I fuck with. I'm almost 42. Shit, I'm 36 right now. I got a few more years. I'll be 40 my damn self. You feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. So, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I holler at chick. See, and I'm. It's funny. I actually like older women a lot more than younger chicks sometimes, because me, dude, I'm telling you, like, some of these younger girls, they be looking fine as fuck, but man, these motherfuckers be annoying as shit. I'm like, yo, just chill the fuck out. You understand? And so, you know, I met some other older women who are annoying also, but generally, you know, if you're talking to a girl and she's fucking 20 years old and she don't really, you know, she ain't really experienced too much in life, shit is annoying as hell. It's crazy. Heathen Deluxe. Now we ain't gonna talk about that nigga right now. I told you I'm gonna soon talk about that soon when all that shit is cleared up. I'm gonna talk about it, but not now. Jared, you said I should do a video of dating in your 40s. All right, I'll probably do that soon. Are you 40, Jared? Way to Dawn, you said a girl you met online finally came to your city and you had a lot of sex. You're no longer a virgin. I miss her because she went back to her city. Well, it's, that's cool. You lost your virginity. That's good. Everybody shout out to Wait to Dawn. He lost his virginity. You feel what I'm saying? He made it happen. And you said that you miss her now because she's back in her city now. Nah, man, don't get all caught up. You feeling those feelings now, man. She got you all pussy whipped or something. You understand? That's why I talked about earlier, the abundance mindset, dude. There's so many other girls out here for you to get shit popping with. You say you don't date women with crusty feet. Paulos was good. You say younger women are very childish. I'm 25, so that's all you ever deal with. Oh man, but yeah, like some of these younger girls, man, they be looking good, but the fucking, what's that song? I think was it Chi Ali? I think he did. He's like, girls look so good, but their minds aren't ready. It's true. Yo, yeah, I can't fuck with y'all in the fucking chat room, man. Y'all be throwing me off too much, man. Goddamn, with the funny shit. I can't fuck with y'all right now. Oh my god, I can't fuck with y'all. Y'all hilarious. Phil Jackson of rap was good. You said, am I into thick or skinny chicks? I like thick chicks, bro. Dude, I like them thick, B. Let me tell you. I like me some, I like them Kim Kardashian thick. You understand? I like thick chicks. Like I'll mess with a girl who's slimmer or whatever, skinny, but my first choice is a thick chick. You feel what I'm saying? The thicker the better. Whiplash was good. You said you can go to Manhattan tonight. What are some good free spots to meet females? Go to the Meatpacking District, bro. Go to the Meatpacking District. Oh, man. You guys got jokes. You said, are thick chicks harder to holler at? Since they wear shit that accentuates their ass, thus are usually attention whores? Nah, not really. It's not that they're harder to holler at. You said thick equals a McDouble away from fat. It's funny. That's how thick I like chicks. I like chicks that are so thick, like they're a hamburger away from being a fat chick. Yo, what's poppin'?
Hey, what's up, Locario?
What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
I'm good. What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. This is Thomas. I'm calling from the Bay.
What's going on? What's going on out there?
Nah, nothing, man. Hey, so I just wanted to bring up something right quick. I got a homie who, he is like kind of like acting like a simp, like a little bit,
Right.
Yeah. So this dude, I don't know if I should like fuck with this dude. I was just like asking to get your opinion, because like for example, he was oh sorry yeah, I just got off work right quick. But yeah, this dude, he got on the Tinder joint and like he was like I kind of talked to him about like chicks and stuff like that.
Right.
And what you call it? This dude, shit, my bad. I'm forgetting the whole story and shit.
Damn, you guys I'm telling you, yo, I'm telling you, I gotta work on that. If you was talking to a chick, she'd be going right now. She'd be like, all right,
Yeah.
So you say your friend is,
dude.
Your friend is simping?
That, like, this fucking dude, man, he fucking like, yeah, man, I forgot the whole fucking thing, man.
Damn, bro, you gotta be on point. So you say your friend was simping, and you ain't trying to fuck with him because he's simping. That's basically the gist of it?
Yeah, no, it's just that fucking whole energy, bro. It's just it fucking like throws off my game too, and I just don't know if I should fuck with this fool. He'd be like saying shit like
fucking like, oh yeah, I've been on the Tinder, like fucking talking to this bitch. I'm like, yo, what was good? Did you make it happen or what? And he'd be like, no, dude, it don't fucking work like that. You really just gotta like talk to these bitches and shit like that for like a long time and shit. I'd be like, yeah, fool.
Yeah, no, I know
how you fucking do it.
No, I know what you you know what you talking about, because a lot of dudes be on that shit because they don't understand women, they don't understand attraction, and so with that dude, I would say, you know, if that's your boy and shit, you know, you could be cool with him, but just don't listen to him when he talking that other shit, because he don't know what he talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So you just gotta
for sure.
You just gotta do your thing and ignore what he's doing. You feel what I mean? Because, you know, a lot of these cats out here, they don't really understand the dynamics of what makes a woman really want to make something happen, and they're usually thinking about what they're thinking about what women have told them. So he probably has like a sister or a cousin or some shit that's talking about, couple. You know, I like when guys take it slow, and I want to get to know a guy, and yada yada yada. So he's listening to what they're saying, but he doesn't understand what women want, and what they respond to is two different things. You feel what I mean? So
no, well, I feel that, but the part about me not like fucking with this fool on that type of level is about like this dude be get mad at me when I be trying to put him up on game, and like the shit that I be like, no, that like the type of shit that I already know, you know?
Right.
And that shit's just kind of like weird, and I just be kind of like that energy is all bad.
Right. Well, I mean, what you might have to do is you might have to fall back, with him in situations where you're trying to make shit happen with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to just keep it on that level, because, you know, you don't want to get into a situation where you're turning into a fucking simp. Listening to this guy,
for real,
taking on his ideology and shit, and then it's like you start doing some bullshit. So yeah, you gotta you know, just fall back and do your thing, you know, outside of him. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
I'm already knowing.
You know what I mean? But man. But I'm gonna holler at you later, because we about to wrap this up in a minute and shit. All right.
All right, bro. Thanks for taking my call, bro.
No problem, man. I'm gonna holler at you. All right, people, before we about to go, so remember, get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, either the ebook or the hard copy. Also, remember, for those who just tuned in or whatever in the chat room and all that, I'm going to be starting maybe by the end of this month, but definitely by the beginning of August. I'm going to be starting doing 30-minute question and answer sessions for you guys, and so you can definitely hop on that. I'm gonna let you know soon. So Miss Cole, you can get the ebook. Go to mrlocario.com and click on the store page, or click the link below. I'll have the link, and you can get the hard copy. But I'm gonna be doing 30-minute coaching sessions where you can ask me any questions you want. You prepare the questions you want. We go back and forth. It's gonna be private. It's not gonna be, you know, live, and I'm gonna record it, and then you get to keep the recording. You feel what I'm saying? So you get to keep the session that we did, so you can listen to it again over and over if you want. And you know, we're gonna make that happen. But I'm gonna make that happen soon, and I'm gonna keep you guys updated on that pretty soon. All right. So yeah, man, I'm about to get up out of here. I'm gonna be doing the Steve the Dean show. We're going to be doing a dating advice show hour in a minute, so make sure you go to Steve the Dean's channel. And I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Let me see who we had up in here. We got a lot of people up in here. We had Dre the Great, Phil Jackson, a rap, Kenwood Drive, Jesse, Miss Cool Ali, Jared, Chris Martinez, Icebreaker, Will Thomas, For Life Deep One, who else? Way to Dawn, who's not a virgin anymore. He Didn't Succeed. Scott Jones was good. Thomas Bisson, Mr. Marcus, Stay Ready One, John Smith. And we had a lot of people over here. One Way, Owl Lobby, Aziz, Reknanoff, man, Whiplash, Frank Truth TV, Asian Neo, Valiant Gent, Heathen Deluxe. Who else did I miss? We had some people up in here. Man, there's a lot of people over here. Durain Flemings. But yo, I want to I want to thank all you guys for tuning in. And I will see you next week. Same time, same place, all right? So that's pretty much it, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. Later.